Fight Manju Fight by Sigrun Srivastav. The story is about Manjula Parelkar, who fights all odds despite being specially abled. She continues to fight and emerges as a winner. She is an epitome of never give up spirit in life. Manjula Parelkar was specially abled. She had claw like malformed fingers and clumsy feet, ending in two massive moon shaped toes pointing at each other. She wore wrong shoes most of the time. There were no shoes in the market soft enough for her clumsy feet. That is why she wore made to order shoes. Manjula loved painting. She knew she could never paint like Hussein, but painting made her very happy. Handling brushes was no problem for her. But the problem was cost of buying the painting material. She very well knew that her family cannot afford the cost required for buying painting material. One evening, Manjula asked her mother for some extra money. Mother wanted to know the reason. Manjula's naughty brother Amol said she wanted money to buy ice cream. But Manjula told her mother she needed money to buy colors and paints. Mother appreciated Manjula's idea of painting. She took out an ornate metal tea box from topmost shelf of kitchen cupboard. She showed Manjula her piggy bank and told her that she should never tell anyone about her mother's piggy bank's secret place. Mother pressed few notes into Manjula's hand. Mother told her to enjoy and buy whatever paints and colors she wants and even show her the painting she makes. Manjula showed her first painting to her mother the very next day. Mother was surprised. Dropping her needlework, she told her daughter that it was a beautiful painting. Manjula's mother encouraged her to paint more and even show it to her father. Manjula was on cloud nine. Manjula's mother's kind words really encouraged her. She told her mother that she would learn fast. Manjula showed her painting to her father. Mr. Parelkar pushed his glasses and looked at Manjula's work. Mr. Parelkar appreciated Manjula's painting and told her that there is so much she can do. Manjula understood what he meant, even though he did not directly comment about her deformed hands and feet. Manjula knew the pain. She was used to it. Amol, her naughty brother, told her to frame the painting, snatching the sheet from her hands. He said she should sell it or maybe auction. Mother asked Amol about completion of his homework and he just went away. Painting drifted Manjula to another world, a brighter world of glowing colors, beautiful forms, and perfect shapes. A world where she wanted to belong to so desperately. This world made her feel happy. She forgot about all her problems and she felt very confident. Manjula was surprised on her 13th birthday. She got all she secretly wished for. Mother gifted her a set of artists' watercolors. Father gifted her a book named Painting Step by Step. She was very happy to receive it. Her brother gave her a big parcel tightly wrapped and knotted. Manjula looked at her brother with suspicion. She hated unknotting parcels. Father told to give her scissors, but Amol said it was fun. But in reality, it was sheer torture for Manjula. She struggled with the knots, all 11 of them, when finally she managed to unravel the last knot. She found a little box with slip of paper inside. Sorry, better luck next time. Even though Amol was just a year younger, Manjula thought he was very kiddish. Amol requested her to read again. Look for the next clue under your pillow. Amol took his sister to the bedroom. Amol lifted up the pillow for her. Tied with pink ribbon lay three watercolor brushes. Sable hair, artist's quality, told Amol to Manjula. Manjula was extremely happy with all the gifts. She read the painting book from page to page. She needed special watercolor paper for making good paintings. She knew it was expensive, but she told her mother about the same. Mother agreed and told her that she would speak to her father about the special watercolor paper. After dinner, Mrs. Parelkar spoke to her husband. His voice was raised. Manjula never heard her father talk to mother in a raised voice. She tiptoed and heard their conversation. Father said that watercolor paper was expensive and money does not grow on trees. Manjula will need not one but many watercolor papers. Father added that price of petrol has gone up. Curtains need to change. Amol needs a new pair of shoes. Price of vegetables has shot up. Father said that Mrs. Parelkar did not even buy a new sari since last Diwali. He notices everything. Manjula's mother said she did not need a sari at all. She said, let's buy Manjula few sheets to begin with. But father told Smita that she would need more and more stuff. She should learn something more useful like cooking or stitching. She will never be able to become an artist with those hands of hers. Mother told father not to say so. She told father that Manjula had talent and she could show her paintings to an authority of art. Manjula rushed to her room, tore her paintings into bits, kept all her painting material into the farthest corner of the cupboard. Next day, Manjula joined her mother in the kitchen, learned how to cook, fry, bake. She hated it, but still she learnt it all. On dinner table, Amol said how delicious the curry was. Mother told everyone Manjula made it. Amol was surprised and asked her about painting. She said she stopped painting. Amol called her crazy, to which father scolded him. Amol told everyone that he thought Manjula would participate in on the spot painting competition in November. She could easily win the first prize. Silence hung. Manjula expected her father to say something, but he did not. He changed the topic, saying that he had to go to Bombay the next week to attend a meeting at the Taj. Hence, mother should iron his suit. Manjula thought about Bombay and how people there would never judge her for her deformed hands or give her poor child kind of look. People were different there. There was an art college in Bombay too, but she remembered she had given up painting. Manjula's mother asked for help. Manjula took out the steel trunk for her. Mother told Manjula she wanted to talk to her, to which Manjula said no. Mrs. Parelkar gripped her daughter firmly by the shoulders, looked into her eyes, told her not to give up. Even if she has to fight, fight, Manju, fight. You have to learn to master obstacles. Manjula turned around in anguish and told her mother to stop preaching. She wanted to say it's her father's fault, but deep inside she knew it was. She dashed to her room, flung herself on bed and buried her face in the pillow. But she could not cry. Her pain was even beyond tears. Suddenly, her eyes fell on a newspaper cutting on the table. Confused, she picked it up. It read, Playing soccer with artificial feet. The bold heading screamed at her. In New Hampshire, Rich Bellinger had lost his feet in a train accident, decided to play soccer with artificial feet. His coach thought it was ridiculous. His parents did not like it. This sentence was underlined in red, but Bellinger stuck to it and made it to the national team as the defensive end. Manjula dropped the clipping and thought how brave the boy must have been. He played on despite what other people said. He did not give up. She thought her mother was right. She had to fight. She walked over to the cupboard, searched her paints and colors through a pile of cloths, touching the soft bristles of her brush and smelling the colors brought tears to her eyes. She was determined to fight for herself like Rich Ballinger did. On the day of on the spot painting competition, shortly after breakfast, Amol announced that he and his friend Ratan had duty at the entrance, so he was leaving early. He told Manjula that if she would have come, she must have won the first prize. Manjula said that winning would depend upon the subject of painting in her category. Amol jumped in excitement when he got to know that his sister was also participating. She said, if Rich Bellinger could do it, why not Manjula Parelkar? A broad smile spread over Amol's face. Mother asked, who was Rich Bellinger? Both the brother and sister said together, Rich Bellinger plays soccer with artificial feet. Isn't that something? This is how Manju did not let her problems hamper her spirit. She emerged as a winner. I am sure you love this inspiring story, which teaches all of us to never give up in life. Keep moving ahead and face challenges with a positive attitude and strong determination. Thank you.